There's really no way of me telling how this thing flies at all with the motion controller. I really can't. I'm not feeling much different than if I'm flying the Avata 1. I'm really excited to see the video because it is it is very crappy right now. This is not a good time for video. All right, Dad Random here. Let's get a little wide angle on it there. I want to do a quick maiden, so let's do it. And you know, if it's Avata time, it's a maiden with the Avata 2. And I had just a little bit of time to get acquainted with it, but I really want to fly it. So I've got to wait a couple days. The controllers are backlogged, so it's going to take a couple of days before I get the controller in. But it was really easy to set up. I got acquainted with the goggles 3. I figured it out. Now these probably aren't goggles that you'd throw a hat with. These are pretty much made to be on just a plain old hatless head. So anyway, so here we go. Goggles 3, motion controller. I've flown with the motion controller. I can handle it. And then there it is. There's the star of the show. There it is right there. The Avata 2. I have not heard this fly at all. I'm going to be using the internal storage. I do not have goggle storage yet. So this is just a flight reaction with internal video. It's all I got, guys. I did get everything charged up though. Controllers got enough. Let's get the goggles cooperating with me. Got there we go. A little bit touchy with the goggles. Sometimes the switches are a little bit, just a little bit out of sorts yet. So here it is. We got them. There we go. Feeling good. Definitely lighter. Hey, Kai's on the phone. Let me talk to Kai here. Give me a second. Hey, Kai. I'm going to be flying here in a minute, so I'm going to be a little late. You what?
I take it the Avata 2 came out.
You what? I'm listening on my watch. Sorry.
I said, I take it the Avata 2 came out.
Yeah, I'm just going to do a quick maiden, so I have something to say.
Okay. All right, so I'll start it out.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too long. I'm just going to do a quick flight and. All righty? See you in a minute.
Right,
Okay, bye. All right, now it'll be okay. Okay, bye. All right, that was Kai calling in. I'm glad he called. So he's right on time. So we're going to do a takeoff probably from the tailgate. Like I said, I wasn't ready for this specific flight. So usually I'll put it on top of something. I don't know. So I'm going to set it on the edge of the tailgate right there, and then get a little bit. Maybe drop this down. right, Dad Random, concentrating. Took me a little bit. I had to go through a freaking tutorial. Goggles right now are fitting pretty good. Some of the adjustments I made earlier I've got to kind of with all the dinking around I was doing with menus and stuff like that, I kind of screwed up my goggles. So there are two face pads for the goggles. Now I'm in sport mode, and there's a lot of wind. This is high winds, so I'm trying to get back down low. I'm a little bit below the horizon there, so I got to be very careful. And I'm trying to better get uphill here, and then I can go downhill. But I'm just doing a real quick check. This is not optimal conditions, I'll tell you that. A little bit warm, but not too bad. But motion controller, it is what it is. There's really no there's really no way of me telling how this thing flies at all with the motion controller. I really can't. I'm not feeling much different than if I'm flying the Avata 1. I'm really excited to see the video because it is very crappy right now. This is not a good time for video. But everything looks good. The colors look really good. The greens look really cool through the video. The goggles are surprisingly comfortable. I'm not complaining about it. My big problem right now is the controller. It's just being, just having all those things at the beginning. Not having the ability to really fight the wind. You don't have a lot of ways of dealing with the wind. But she's flying good. Battery's getting eaten up. This was a full battery. It's the first flight of this battery. But I'll definitely take care of this footage. I'll do a little. There we go. I'm trying to stay low, because if I go in the air, if I go high, I'm not going to be able to. I'll have trouble returning. It'll be interesting to see where we go when we get to 50%. But this is sport mode. The wind is having fun with me. But so far so good. Like I said, in this Maiden, without the real controller, I have no idea. I really do. There's no way to compare. This one is lighter. It feels like it's a little bit lighter. It flies lighter. It's probably because it has more surface area. But I've just been triggered down, I really haven't done anything that's adjusting anything other than just straight trigger. All right, just getting back there. All right, okay, so I'll go a little bit backwards. And yes, I can do that. A little droney, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a droney person anymore. But 45%. Bank's good. I mean, sport mode. The Avata 1 did really good in sport mode, but we're flying pretty fast. I mean, we're, it's its first flight, so. But yeah, I can't get really excited yet. I can't get too excited until I get manual control of this thing. I really can't. But I'm having fun. I can't go out where I want to go because of the freaking wind. So let's go ahead and see if I can set it right behind me here. Let's turn. Put it right here. All right, auto landing in normal mode. All right. Okay. Flight is complete. So let me take care of my goggles and tell you a little bit more here. So maiden flights are always unpredictable, but we had full battery. I had, you know, plenty of power, but just different. It's just different. But in a way, there's not a lot of difference. So it's just too early to know. I think the best information I can give you is about, just the goggles. The goggles, I seem to have more, a little bit better. More like the Integras. The Integras I had just a little bit more view. Ability to view things. I had a little bit better, visibility. Here, let me go and. All right, initial reaction. Not a lot of difference right now. I just don't have enough info. The motion control is much smaller. This is much smaller than the other one. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's a good thing that they made that smaller. It definitely feels small in the hand. I don't know if that really changes anything. Range-wise, I didn't have any, much of any trouble. I mean, I wasn't trying to, do anything crazy, but, range was good. As far as the drone is concerned, feels really good. I don't really hear the sound being much different. There's a lot of people talking about, the sound being quieter or a little bit less noticeable. I don't know. I don't hear that. I'm sorry. When I launched this, I felt like I was flying an Avata. I really did. That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. So not a lot of info yet. It's just a regular day. It's 80 degrees. I went through the tutorial was a little bit annoying because I understand why they do it, but I'm kind of like learn by touch and feel, and they made me go through a lot of different things, and I, didn't pay much attention to that. So anyway, one question you might have is, can you get a regular controller in here? Yeah, I think you can. I think we'll be able to squeeze one in. Batteries charged up really fast. Setup procedures were really quick. Not too much trouble there. So anyway, give me full control, man. Give me the freaking the controller 3, and I'll give you all kinds of information at that point. So right now, I think everybody that flew it for the first time and was trying to see this massive difference between this one and the Avata 1. I didn't see it yet. I don't see it. The goggles are very interesting. They're interesting in a good way. There's just a different way of having them. All the control functions are different. So going from the tap function to the joystick function, that to me is a relearning process. Just everything is new, So anyway, Avata 2, flight check, first flight check, and I think we'll have more info as we learn more. But without full manual, and having a controller in my hand, it's very hard for me to give you more information. But still fun. And like I said, battery time, I really couldn't say much. I really can't tell you that I got more flight time. There's just not that, hey, I've been flying for days, I want to land. Not today. And that's a fresh battery. So control signal and control link. Okay, if we really want to talk, something that I noticed right away is I had perfect control, and I was being obstructed by hills, and I think I got below my a little bit below my line out here a little bit, and I did not lose control one bit. I didn't lose any hand control, and I didn't lose any video signal. So that was really good. So this sucker's got some serious punch when it comes to video. I'll be really interested in what the video turns out like. So my guess is from the screen of the goggles to it was really cool. I mean, the goggles have a really fresh, bright look. I don't know what the nit value is compared from these to the other ones. These have it seems like the screen brightness is greater. And I do feel like I was able to capture my the outside areas, the peripheral. I was able to see all my flight data without any problem. If you understand what I'm saying there, that we have a lot of vignetting that went on with the other goggles. These goggles do seem better that way, and you just got to get used to the new way of them hanging. That they're not pushing against your face, and that they're setting on your forehead, and there's air that moves. There also is a setting or defog setting where you can crank it up and really move the air around, which I didn't use. So, all right, Dad Random. This was the maiden flight of the Avata 2, and I have all three batteries. I think the time has come for this one where you really have to have every single battery you can get. This will give me a lot more places to fly. Everything seems lighter. It really does. Everything seems much, much lighter. From the drone itself, there's just a lot more. It's definitely has a lighter feel. It just feels just a lot more like it's hard to explain. The other one was kind of blocky. This one's definitely more streamlined. There's just a lot of that in the feel. And I don't know if that makes it less of a of a build quality. So motors look good. They look the same. Props look nice. Looks like that's the prop that's going to fit. I don't see another prop going in here. I can see some people putting some 4-bladed props in here, possibly, maybe some 5s. But sound quality-wise, I did not really hear the decibel reduction that somebody is claiming this thing does. There's no decibel reduction. I didn't see that. So, all right, I got to get home. I got to get this to Kai and talk to him a little bit about it. Tech Tuesday, all right, see you later. Dad Random and the Avata 2. It's maiden flight. What do you think? The verdict's still out. It really is. I can't give it a grade. I can't. It's not better than the other one right now. It really isn't. There's nothing different from what I felt. Just a little bit improved goggle right now. Hey, all right, here we go. The adventure begins. Dad Random, Avata 2. All right, let's do it.